All right, before we get started in the video here, so Xesht used to have like 32 mil. Now he's got like 12, 14 mil. And I was thinking, okay, well, they nerfed a lot of stuff, at least for Mercenary, crossbow skills. And I was like, all right, here's my old Dawn of the Hunt version of this build. Here's my new build on the right. As you can see, 27 mil versus 12 mil. But it dies the same time limit. So I guess they just crunched the numbers and just didn't inflate it so much. Because before we had like Deepest Tower, we had all the low life tech and stuff going on. Now we don't have that. So it felt worse. And I'm like, well, if he had that much HP again, it would be pretty bad. So I don't know if, you know, if he did have that 30 mil HP again, obviously it would be a lot slower. But as of now, highest tier T4 Xesht on the left here versus now, I guess, the tier 3, which is the highest. It's the same amount of time. But yeah, let's look at it here. So old is on the left, new is on the right. I had it start at the numbers. As soon as the numbers start, first hit.
Huge difference in damage.
As you can see, it's same amount of time. It's the same, half the number though. But I was worried that I was like, oh well, this build just really doesn't hit as hard. But it's pretty good.
Definitely a bigger difference in damage. Huge.
I mean, if you look, our new build, he gets pinned, and then he gets he's frozen.
Bigger difference in
it's
damage.
A weird interaction because he's pinned. Was almost pinned. Because the freeze goes away, which is weird. So did he freeze before he got pinned? He ain't moving. I'm assuming he's pin locked. Then the pin goes away, and then it comes up as he's frozen.
Difference in damage. Huge difference.
I don't know what's going on with that, but I just wanted to compare. This way you guys can see my old build, Dawn of the Hunt, to the new build. It's still just as good.
Bigger difference in damage.
I did get the clear going. I explained that in the video. Anyway, enjoy the video. All right, so back in Dawn of the Hunt, I made a Glacial Bolt coming Calamity build. And we were using the Deepest Tower, which they removed for 0.3 here for Rise of the Abyssal. They said it's coming back. But in the meantime, we got the Constricting Command. I've been messing around with it. Basically, we would put Cast on Freeze with Voltaic Mark. So when we would freeze enemies, Voltaic Mark would go around and mark, and then we would also get Herald of Thunder to proc that way. Herald of Voltaic Mark now cannot be put into cast on elemental ailment. So I've had to really try some things. Shout out to Wriggles. He came in last night, maybe the night before. Was helping me try to figure out with some like new tech that I didn't know about. Wound up while that was working, something was off about it. So I ditched all of that and went back to my OG setup and then tweaked some things and actually got it working. The only problem is the single target damage is just not the same. I think without having that low life tech, it's just Last Lament, Requiem is just not as good as it used to be. So I haven't done the hardest Xesht yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get there. And then I'm going to run it back on when I edit this video of what it used to be versus Xesht versus what it is now. I've pretty much gone glass cannon with this build. I've got like 24% armor, like 36% evasion, some deflection. But I just want to kind of show what I've been working on. So let's get in here. Get in here. And we also lost Rage and Low Life. So we're taking a big DPS loss, you know. But I think that I got this in a good spot. I also found a pretty good use for Hailstorm rounds now. So this should keep up now. I've got it in a pretty good spot. The only problem is, especially if you're using controller, it likes to auto aim at your walls and not the enemies. It'll shoot behind you a lot, which is kind of annoying. It took me a while to build up the damage. The constricting command helped with all the surrounded stuff. It's basically the new low life. It's the surrounding tower, you know, if you will, instead of the deepest tower. I did find a use for hailstorm rounds. Every once in a while, just pop it. Now, the only problem with this is the Composed Requiem isn't as strong as it used to be because we can't build up 44 rage. The War Banner got a little bit of a nerf. And we don't have the low life, what was like 320% low life damage. So because of that, our single target DPS is not what it used to be. This build in Dawn of the Hunt was my highest single target DPS I've ever done in this game with Mercenary, any Mercenary build. It was just insane. And the other annoying thing with this is, alive, sir, that the ice walls will sometimes get in your way. Probably some gear I can still mess with. Maybe I tried, what did I try? Frickin', Trinity. It was only giving me cold. I thought I was hoping it would give me every element off of like the, you know, Herald of Ash, Thunder, and I'm doing lightning damage, but it was only giving me cold. So, here's the deal. We're gonna put our curse on him and then hit him. We got 12 seconds to blast him. We got pin and we got freeze. If he doesn't die within those 12 seconds, we gotta wait, I think it's like 30 seconds for Requiem to come back online. This used to kill him in one go. I don't know what it's gonna look like now, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot.
We that dreamed, we in nightmare, we that are one.
Yeah, it's not as strong as it used to be. And it still killed him with one go. All right, so I completely forgot to put down my War Banner. I don't know how I missed that. So last run was not optimal, okay? So let's do with the War Banner this time. And then I'll compare that to the old build. Now, I think the old build, back when it was T4, he had like 32 million health. This one only has like, what, 10, 12 mil? So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to do it.
We that dreamed, we in nightmare, we that are one. Shield storm cruelty.
Definitely a bigger difference in damage. Huge difference in damage. Okay. I mean, still, it's not bad. It was pretty bad without the War Banner. It was way faster. Way faster. I'm gonna put them side by side so we can see. Definitely a bigger difference in damage. Huge difference in damage. Okay. I mean, still, it's not. Once they bring Deepest Tower back, I'm assuming they're obviously reworking it because everybody was using it. Maybe this build can get back to how it used to be. You know, it's different. It's cool. It works. I can probably squeeze some more juice out of it. But yeah, I just wanted to show what I've been working on. I'm not really going to show the setup or the passive tree. But just know we've got coming Calamity and constricting command. Obviously, we can get level 20s. They're super expensive. I've got absolutely no money, but we've got obviously Composed Requiem, Herald of Ash, Herald of Ice, Herald of Thunder, Glacial Bolt, hailstorm rounds. I'm also messing with Nova projectiles instead of I gotta remove. So multi-shot gives you some more damage, but Nova projectiles kind of makes it silly, so you can just run around and you just shoot in every direction and then it forks. So while this does less damage, pretty much nothing's gonna hit you. You're just going around, bah, 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 just everything's... It takes a little bit longer to get the heralds to pop the enemies, but it's pretty crazy. So I'll throw some clips up, all right, and then yeah. Anyway, come check out the live streams. We'll be back tomorrow night, and you know the drill. Subscribe, come back. See you on the next one.
Give in! All in a day's work.